I guess you don't really get to know much about the dogs. Gonzo here has just been to the vets. Nothing serious. He's back next week. He's going to have a tooth taken out next week. Poor lad. So Gonzo, hey darling, come on. So I thought I'd take him for a walk here. He's never been here before. Gonzo's about 10 years old, and he was found walking the streets of London. Well, there's more to the point. He was actually found in a bag in a park, but you know, I normally say the nicer walking the streets of London. At about 4 months old, somebody had just dumped him and the others. So he was taken to Battersea Dogs Home in London. Battersea very quickly realised that he's not suitable for a city. He's too high energy. And so, come on Gonzo. And so they, what that's for, strange. And so they sent him on to Racestead, which is a dog rehoming centre in East Sussex. We used to live in West Sussex. Gonzo! Come on, Gonzo! Oh, don't then. They tried to rehome him and he kept being returned for a good 18 months. Come on, darling! And they kept rehoming him to people who lived in like flats, apartments, no garden, people who worked all day. And it just wasn't working for Gonzo. And he kept being returned. And the last person who actually rehomed him, she had him for 2 weeks, was actually, I'm told, their dog behaviourist, who after 2 weeks said, he's untrainable, he's vicious, nobody's ever going to want him. So he was supposed to have been put to sleep, I found out afterwards. But the day he was supposed to be put to sleep, they had a problem with their van that was supposed to take him. And I went in the afternoon. So I fell in love with him. I said, I've got to have Gonzo. Gonzo! He's ignoring me now because he's been to the vets and he doesn't like that. So I said, well, I'll have him. And they wouldn't actually let me adopt him straight away. I had to foster him. And they said, bring him back in 7 days. You see that? Bring him back in 7 days. And, you know, fill out the forms if you want to adopt him. Or return him, whatever. So I took him back. I had him for 3 nights. Third night, I was doing everything I was told by their dog behaviourist. And keeping him in a crate at night. You know, he kept messing in the crate. He was crying all the time. And it got to the point where it's something like 3:30 in the morning. And I had to be up at 6:30. I ran a yard at the time, horse yard. And I had to be up at 6:30. And I just got so annoyed. I just threw the crate out in the garden. And I said, look, if he messes in the house or he tears up the furniture like we're told he does, and the carpet, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I need to get some sleep. So what he actually did was he found one of the cat beds, because we had 5 cats at the time, and he just lay down in the cat bed, fell asleep. Never had a problem with him since. He's a very different dog to the one that I was told. Gonzo! Come on! Yeah! Good boy! So he woke up this morning. He's got arthritis. He came to us with arthritis. I knew that. Good boy. He's really funny about things going over his head still. He's 10 years old, you know, and he's still bad about things over his head. So, yeah, that's the story of Gonzo. When I took him back after the 7 days to the rehoming centre so I could, you know, fill out the paperwork and everything, I walked through the door and the woman on reception, she just went, oh, such a shame it didn't work out. I said, what are you on about? I said, I'm here because I want to adopt him. She said, are you serious? I said, yes. So anyway, by this time she'd already called the person who was dealing with him. And the person who was dealing with him, she came out and she literally just bent down, stroked him and went, "Oh, I'm so sorry it hasn't worked out." I said, "No, I'm here to fill in the paperwork. I want to take him home forever. He's going to live with us forever." And they were shocked. But what I basically did was I ignored everything that their dog behaviourist told me. And I did whatever felt right to me, which was don't cage him at night, let him out in the morning. He can come back in whenever he likes. He was on the yard with me all day, or anybody else on the yard. He was there playing with dogs. People had horses on the yard, playing with their dogs and everything. Gonzo, good boy. And he's been happy ever since. Yeah. And that is the story of Gonzo.